The Nikki Glaser Podcast. The Nikki Glaser Podcast.
Here's Nikki. Hello, here I am. Welcome to the show. It's the Nikki Glaser Podcast. We are in Los Angeles, live after the Creative Arts Emmys weekend. Here with us, Brian in studio.
The CAEs, as they call them in Hollywood.
That's not catchy. I couldn't even acronym it when I was like making an Instagram post about it. I didn't even want to say what it was. I just didn't even do a hashtag because I was like, no one knows what this is, and it really diminishes what I was nominated for.
Yes.
To the eyes of someone who doesn't know.
Yes.
It's just a separate ceremony because there's too many Emmys to hand out, so they kind of group all of the ones that are like writing and documentary and reality and variety special, I guess, into this other night.
In fact, it's more than half of the Emmys are in the Creative Arts Emmys, and then, very few in the regular Emmys.
Right.
But it is kind of annoying when you're like, I was nominated for an Emmy, and then you go, oh, so I'm going to watch you on Sunday? And then you go, no, not exactly.
Nope. Also with us in studio today is Andrew Collin.
Hello.
Hi. I like your St. Louis hat.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see that.
What was the park that we used to live by?
Forest.
Yeah, Forest Park. That golf course. I got this hat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's waterproof. It's big time. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but you put water all over this
it does look waterproof.
Yeah, it'll come right off.
And you hear Chris Convy as well. What's up,
me.
Chris?
Hey, guys.
Hi.
St. Louis hat also.
Oh, actually, it's not. This is a
what?
Australian
Carlton.
team.
Oh, yes.
Damn, left turn.
There's a couple
Carlton.
blues.
The St. Louis Blues sister team.
Yes, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I love all the blues. Carlton Blues, St. Louis Blues.
Carlton from Fresh Prince.
That's right.
Yeah, I like him too. I can sing.
Typecast for the rest of his life.
They've got some of these teams in other countries. They have songs that is just like their team song.
And what's their song? It's always very simple.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
It's actually, I love the team. It's a bad song. It's just saying we are the Navy Blues. You're not us, and this is who we are.
But it is we are us.
And we're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows.
Oh.
And you're just like, well, so you like us because we're the
this
only.
This sounds like a translation from like a Maori tribe. Like how it sounds like it's a poorly translated to English.
One of
we
those
are the Navy Blues, and then some kind of word that loosely means snow.
Yeah. But I think it's like one of those like 40s, 50s songs. Yeah. Because it's like, we are the Navy Blues.
And who knows what the hell was going on in Australia.
Dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets you down. We're the only team old Carlton knows. So just like.
It doesn't even
Who's
rhyme.
Old Carlton? A man?
Carlton is the name of the town.
Oh.
That makes them stupid if that's the only team they know.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. That's.
No, but
they're bragging about that.
They've never heard of any other teams?
Yeah, they've heard of the teams. They're just saying like this is the only
one
team
they know
that Carlton represents.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're doing it in like an old 50s slang way.
Yeah.
We're the only team old Carlton knows.
We have a lot to cover on the show today because this was a crazy weekend of the Creative Arts Emmys. As I said, on Saturday night, Chris went with me. I brought my dad. Chris brought his mom. They are gone. They didn't die, but they left town.
Yeah, they left town.
I said on the podcast last week that we were going to parent trap them, and then they'd fall in love, and
How'd
then
that
they'd be
go?
siblings, and then it would finally
turn you on.
Yeah. I literally said that.
Oh, no. I did like how when, the night before we all left, my dad and your mom was like, well, we should hang out this weekend.
Because before we left, our whole families were together for my dad's show, and my mom was a little bit like, well, don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. And then your dad was also like, yeah, we should hang out. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that going to happen, or is that just a pleasantry?
No, that was just a pleasantry.
Their own Emmys, yeah.
I did invite I wanted to make it up to my mom because I really did feel bad she missed out. So I was going to invite her. I did invite her to go see, I'm going to see Gracie Abrams at the Greek Theater, which I've never been to the Greek Theater.
Oh, it's amazing.
Really?
So much better than the Bowl.
Oh my God.
So much easier to get to. The neighborhood is amazing. And it's a more intimate venue. You kind of have to walk up through a residential neighborhood in order to get to the Greek.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wait, did you go to Rob Thomas with me, or did I go to that alone?
What? You went to Rob Thomas without me?
I went to
I've
Rob
not
Thomas.
seen-
So maybe I did it alone.
Whoa, wait, why would you go see Rob Thomas?
By yourself.
But because I had a show there, the LGBT.
Oh, you're going to check
centers.
out the
You know what that
venue.
is.
You know what that is. So yeah, I did like the 25th, and I produced the 25th anniversary of the LGBT Center in LA, and it was going to be at the Greek, and then Rob Thomas had a show like 2 weeks before, and I was like, I should see what this place is all about.
All right.
And he was just cranking
Some
out
research.
hits.
He has nothing but hits.
Yeah, he's just cranking out hits.
Center of music. So
I wasn't cheating. I was there for gay people.
Wait, what?
No, like he went alone. Like it was just a great excuse. Like you're not gonna be like, did he go with anyone else to the concert?
Right. I'm like,
It's a great excuse. No,
he
it's
does
for
that.
it's for gays.
this part of his gig is checking out venues and going to see, like, you're going to see someone coming up.
Who?
You were going to go fly and see someone.
Probably, but I'm also going to Miami.
Okay, same
You know
thing.
what Miami's all about.
Oh, yeah, you're going to Miami for, you just go and scout out places. You just, like, look around and go, what are we going to do here?
Yeah,
How do we
what's
make
gonna
this
happen
look as good as
here? How am I
possible?
gonna
You're a
scout
very
this?
thoughtful person.
Oh, the stage is there.
But I'm going to go to the Greek to see Gracie Abrams, who I knew about because she opened for Taylor Swift at Eras. And a couple shows that I saw, maybe the one we went to, Noah, to be honest, but I never see the openers because it's just too long of a night. But then I got into Gracie Abrams after. I'm so obsessed with her. She is J.J. Abrams' daughter, but it's the kind of nepotism I support and fully,
She was just given all the tools she needed to become good.
I mean, the theory. I mean, J.J. Abrams, obviously one of the
Best
most
musicians of all time.
No, he's like a wildly successful director, and
Yes.
he's like pulling pieces of. He's creative. He's doing all this thing. So
It makes
of course,
sense.
it makes sense that she's going to have kind of a mind for this
Yes.
sort of thing, right?
And he probably just has like a hot wife.
Yeah, and so
that's-
then
she
she's
gets-
hot.
Yeah, so it's just, it
Get the best
makes
of everything.
freaking sense.
Yeah.
But she is so good. I'm so obsessed with her new album.
What kind of
And
music is it?
It's like
Star Wars.
She kind of sounds like Lorde. She has like a breathy, amazing
Okay.
voice, but it's like very
Royals?
lyrical, and it's a lot of lyrics. Like I'm trying to learn these songs, and it's like almost like learning rap. It's so fast. And like,
What's the song that's like the first single that's like out there?
well, Us was the one that she did with Taylor Swift that I've been singing, and you keep going, is that a vocal exercise? Because it's like, Us.
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
Us. And I just like, I'm singing, and he goes, is that like a exercise you're doing? I'm like, no, but it could be. And then there's another, I mean, she just has so many. I Love You, I'm Sorry. Tough Love is the one that I'm like binging right now, and I can't get enough of.
My
I'm
dad's
so
rich. That's good. I like that one. I would have no career without him. That's a great one.
Her best song is Lens Flare.
So yeah, I yesterday was just like, you know what? I want to see her live. Like, why just like
Yeah.
narrow myself into this like only seeing Taylor Swift? I gotta broaden my horizons.
Yes.
Eras tour's
I
ending.
mean, you see a lot of concerts with different people, though. You're not
I
just
do,
seeing-
but I don't usually like seek them out. Like
Right.
I'm usually brought along.
especially like a new artist.
Yes.
That opened for Taylor Swift.
Yes. Who I know her album because I listened to Taylor Swift featuring on a song,
Someone
and then it just
completely
kept playing.
different.
'Cause
Yeah.
I was all, that's what happens.
This is wild,
I put on
but-
Us and I listened to it, and then the album kept playing, and I'm like texting and kind of like distracted on my phone because I never listen to new music unless I'm like distracted doing something else, and then I'm like, wait, this song is really good, and then but I'm truly, I think she's really incredible, and I love every single song. That album is insane, and so it's called The Secret of Us is the album, and so I bought 2 tickets for Wednesday night, and I asked Matt Rogers from Les Culturistas to go because he loves Gracie Abrams. I was like, who loves Gracie Abrams? I don't know anyone yet who does. I'm sure people I know like her, but I just don't know. But Matt's in New York, and then I asked my mom, and that was the thing. I was like, oh, I'll fly you out here just for Wednesday night and Thursday night, and then you can leave Friday. And she was like, she's just too injured right now. Her neck
back.
hurts too much. It's like so sad. But she's like,
what
I'm
happened?
focusing on, we don't know.
Chris's dad.
She's got.
Come on. It's fun. It's fun. That was fun. It was
Not fun for
He
me.
blew it out.
No. Cut.
She got X-rays on it, and they can't find anything. It's one of those like mysterious
Like
things where
slept
it's
on
like
it weird?
No, this has been going on for years.
Yeah.
Like she has this quiet pain that she can't complain about because it's like she's complaining about something that seems phantom, and like
Yeah.
it's
it
she's just at
sucks
the
when you
point
get
where
the
she's not
X-ray.
even talking about it anymore. You just hear her go. Ugh. like just have those because there's just nothing to do about it. Like, and she can't take too much Advil because she doesn't want to like damage her liver. So she's just like, she can't sleep at night. If anyone knows about it, she thinks there's like something internal where it's like a pinched thing. Like, if anyone has any advice of her what to do, I've sent her to manual therapy doctors that Joe Buck recommended that are like athletes, people that they go to. Acupuncture she tried, it didn't work. Like
different pillows.
She can't sleep.
Ooh.
I mean, she just is so, as I've talked about on the podcast before, I'm like, I will throw money at anything that will make this better. And she's, I'll figure it out. My insurance doesn't cover that, Nick. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, $1,200 to me is not... That's you're not doing me any favors by letting me keep that money and you having a bad neck.
Well, that's one of you have like 3 things that you want money for. You want to eat
Taylor Swift
Ubers,
tickets.
Eat Ubers, for every meal if you have to.
Yeah.
Right. Taylor Swift tickets, and then making sure your family's like healthy and happy.
And she won't take me up on it. So anyway, she's going to physical therapy this week, and she passed me up on the offer, which is nice. But then I think Carlisle's going to go with me, which will be fun. She hasn't written back, but I can't assume she doesn't want to. It'll be so fun. And Carlisle, you weren't my third choice. I mean, you were, but do you understand like how it got to that?
How it came to this? How I asked you desperately at the last second?
Carlisle doesn't know Gracie Abrams, so why would she be first on my list?
Not.
First on my list was someone who actually likes Gracie Abrams, and then second on my list was someone who's been disenfranchised by me bringing my dad last week and was a little left out. And then now Carlisle is the first person.
She's the first friend that you're asking without any sort of excuse to ask her.
I just want to hang out with her.
Just to hang.
Yes, and I think she will be into the music.
That's right.
So that is...
Nikki, I love Gracie so much.
I would love to go. Are you kidding me?
Oh.
So yeah, that'll be fun. So I'm going to that, and then we have a million Emmys parties. I'm already manifesting Grammys for what I don't know.
For someday you'll die.
But I don't think it was. Our song was not nominated for an Emmy, which I can't even believe.
My mom did a lot of complaining this weekend about why Someday You'll Die isn't getting played on the radio more often.
And I was like, because there's no clean version. And she goes, I don't remember hearing any curse words in it. And I was like, there's an extended one.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking great.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Yeah. But that was really sweet. But I lost this weekend, by the way. I did not win an Emmy. I lost to Dick Van Dyke, which...
Again. Can't really.
Again.
This guy
always steals my thunder.
He hasn't put out anything in years. He's still getting you.
You can't.
It's such a weird category, though, where it's like 3 stand-ups and then some
Dick Van Dyke and Billy Joel.
Yeah. Trevor Noah, Dave Chappelle, Nikki Glaser, Billy Joel, and Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was front row at the Emmys. I presented for Best Animation and Best Voiceover. That was a whole process, figuring out what to say for that. Thank you so much to Brian for your help with that script. It felt good.
Did it go well?
Jimmy Kimmel wrote me and said it was very funny.
The jokes went well. I mean,
it's not an easy room.
That part
they were
was
fine.
good.
Those rooms they're not built for comedy, really.
Yeah.
Because it's another thing that's really stupid about the CAEs is that you do them a week before they actually can be seen by anybody, so that everyone can just look up the list of the winners.
Yeah.
It airs, but you're just tuning in to see the bits.
Well, you shouldn't. They should air
no
it live,
host,
just like every other.
Yes, they should air it live.
Yeah,
so that
they
you see,
should.
you're watching to see who wins,
So
and now
it
I
airs
know
next
everybody
week?
who won.
But man,
It's going to air next week before the regular Emmys.
Okay.
it is torture to get through the evening to and it's great. Everybody deserves credit and all the sound people and the editors.
give them their crumbs.
But there's a lot. There's one award that goes for merit in documentary filmmaking.
Yeah.
I'm like, isn't that what all of this should be about? Is merit?
Yeah.
Hollywood runs on niceties, and that's nothing new. What you're
But
saying.
it also runs on thinking you're better than everyone else, and everyone being you have to be nice, but you also have to be untouchable and have people want to be friends with you. So it's I always forget whether I should be a stone cold killer and kind of for example, on the red carpet, I always want to do I saw J-Lo at the Toronto International Film Festival, her shots this weekend from that, and she's making this face powerful and stern and just there's no glowy happy smiley girly moment for her, and she just looks badass and almost like an assassin, and I'm that's so cool. I want to do that. And so I'm doing that on the red carpet, and then I go, people are gonna think I'm mean or something. I have to smile, and so then I have to like smile and be like, and then that doesn't fit with my look, and I'm constantly toggling between those two, like feeling like a badass and also being like totally nice and approachable.
But you're also a comedian, so anything that you do that's viewed as sincere will be viewed
Mocked.
as. Well, it'll be mocked or it'll be viewed as a bit. And if you don't undercut yourself with a bit, then you'll be mocked.
Have you tried being 98 in a wheelchair and drooling on yourself? So maybe not
did
overthink
dance.
it.
He got up and
I will
danced.
say
dance.
that I was terrified that I was going to win
Beat Dick Van
because
Dyke.
I saw him there.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
I really
Well-
did. I'm not joking you. I know this sounds like I'm just being like kind or something. It's not. Like I just felt bad that we had a 98, 99 maybe at this point year old man sitting front row for a 3.5 hour ceremony.
Yeah.
In
In
which he had to
fairness,
wait
he's
around
there
to
all
lose.
year. They just do the show around his body. I've heard. I read that.
That's true.
And he made a joke at the end of his speech where he was like, "I'll see you all at my funeral," and everyone goes, "No!" And it's like, wait, he's gonna.
Yeah, it's
We all know he's gonna. He's not immortal. You know that, right? Like, why are we groaning? It's a real thing. I loved that realness that he brought to it. He danced. That was so cool. But I really just was like, I was panicking after I saw that he was there.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I do not want to win this and have him getting all the way here, getting dressed in a tux, having to get
I
a
wouldn't
wheel.
be surprised if he was told.
That he was gonna win?
Like, yeah.
Like-
Like,
I don't think they do that.
You don't think they do that?
No, I really don't think they do that. I don't think anyone knows anything.
Was Billy Joel there?
no Billy Joel.
But you know what?
His whole
I
team
will
was.
say I knew Dick Van Dyke was going to win because Fisher Stevens was presenting something else earlier in the night, and he just goes, "Oh my God, Dick Van Dyke is here!" And the second he said it, the entire place, which is filled with Emmy voters,
Yeah.
immediately, without question, stands up and is giving applause, hooting and hollering like a Cannes type or Cannes Film Festival type round of applause, like 8 minutes
Yeah.
long. And I'm just like, there's no way anyone passed by this man's name with the number 98 next to next
If
to
you don't
the
remember,
title
he's
of
98.
his. Yeah, like Dick Van Dyke alone, I think maybe I would have had a chance, but the title of the thing was reminding you how fucking old he
I think it
is.
was called Dick Van Dyke Last Shot at an Emmy.
Exactly. That's so funny.
He will die
So I
if
just
he doesn't
knew.
win. Yeah.
But I also had a plan for if I did win, what I would say. I was gonna say, because I wrote my friend Bob as I'm sitting in the seat, like, I need a line about Dick Van Dyke, like,
Enjoy
what do I
hell, Dick.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something like
so
relax.
So I'll tell you what I was gonna say after we get back from this break.
You know what my favorite Australian team is?
What?
The Tasmanian Jack Jumpers. They're a basketball team.
Is it PA?
yeah?
Jumpers? PAS?
No, I just said it in an Australian accent.
Jumpers.
Yeah.
And aren't jumpers sweaters?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
what?
gonna put
Kangaroo,
on a
maybe.
jumper.
Oh. Well, in this instance, I think it literally means
You know everything
jumping.
about mascots.
Well,
Remember Pepperdine Waves?
Oh yeah, the Pepperdine Waves. That was crazy. Did you get that one? Really?
I
Wait,
think
there was
it
one you
took
got like
all
instantaneously,
day
and I was
to
shocked.
guess one day on F Boy Island.
Well, that's crazy.
Brian was like, "What do you think the mascot is for Pepperdine?"
Yeah.
And we all day long we were guessing.
You know
Yeah.
Tulane.
Oh my! Speaking of guessing, we're back by the way.
Do you know?
Speaking of
Blue Wave.
guessing,
Green.
Oh, Green Wave. Damn.
last night I wanted to do a fun guessing game with my friends because I was like, guess. I'm gonna give you 20 questions. I did it on Girls Chat.
I would have never
And I-
guessed it.
I dropped by Girls Chat and I was like, I knew most of you didn't know, but I knew like some of your questions might help the other girls who do know this person get to it. But I was like, 20 questions. Guess who DM'd me and said they're a big fan and that they're coming to my show tomorrow night to see
Oh
me.
my God.
First of all, it's very. I said yes or no question. Like everyone knows how to play 20 questions, right? It's yes or no
Yes,
questions.
yeah.
But I just said that in case people didn't know. My Girls Chat does not know what a yes or no question is. Does this person do mostly indie films, or are they doing more like action thriller?
What
Like,
color
that's
is their
not a-
hair?
Yes, yeah. And I kept being like, yes or no questions. And then Carlisle already knew because I told her at lunch, and I didn't feel like it was necessary for me to say, Carlisle, don't play.
Oh my God.
Because why would she if she already knows? But she was like, I think I know. And then she goes,
That's great.
and she's like, and she didn't say who, but she kept saying like, that's really good. Oh, you said actress? Nikki said actress, and I didn't know she acted, but I guess she does that too. And I go, here comes Carlisle with a clue. And then she kept dropping clues. I'm like, stay out of this. I was really like adhering to this like strict rule of 20 questions, but it turned into not fun at all. You could tell that they were just like, just tell us.
It gets to a point.
And I was just trying to bring entertainment to 3 girls that are either pregnant with children or just newly with babies at home who are bored and rocking a cradle. I mean, I don't know what I picture, but like you're just like
Knitting.
looking at your phone. You're kind of like alone. Like I just want to bring a game play to this.
There are 2 types of people in this world.
I ended up apologizing. I'm just like so sorry
You
I
have
did
to
this.
leave
to you
like
guys.
Is this a
gay
yes
show.
or no?
There are 2 types of
Okay.
people in this world. There are people who like guessing, and there are people who hate guessing.
You're so right.
Yes.
What are you guys? I like a guessing game.
I'm probably a not like a guess.
Well, it depends on the question.
You know what it's
Like it depends on the like on how hard it is to figure
If
out.
someone says to you,
You know what
I
I
have good
mean?
news and
I
I have
know.
bad news, what do you want first?
Oh.
Who in the hell would ever want the good news first?
No.
Who in the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah. In fact, I want the bad news and not the good news at all.
I want to linger on the
Hold,
bad
yeah,
news.
Yeah.
hold the good news
And have it completely destroy any
What are
chance
you?
of
Would
good
you
news.
would you rather do a guessing
Everyone's
game?
good. Oh, guessing game? Oh, 100%. I want to have fun.
Yeah,
I want
no.
anticipation. I like Christmas Eve. I don't like Christmas. I want
Right.
the build up. I like the sport
You
of it.
also like getting it.
And I like competitions.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm a
So-
guesser too.
Well, you're not that way in crossword puzzles.
Oh, crossword puzzle because it
'Cause I'll
hurts
try to-
my feelings so much.
I'll try to lead Nikki into a clue.
Oh, because then I
And
feel like
she's
I've
just-
cheated. If it were the game to guess like that,
Yeah.
then I would love to play. But because
Gotcha.
you're giving me clues, it's ruined the whole puzzle for me. I can't say that I actually completed it because I was aided. So I'd rather you just give me the answer because it's moot already because I've cheated.
Gotcha.
Which the answer was
That
moot.
makes sense.
Yeah,
a lot of
it
times
was
it
always
is.
moot.
Why
but
don't
I
you see
can't
if
rem-
Brian and Andrew can ask you questions?
and
Yes
try
or
to
no
guess this
questions.
person?
Guess the person.
Yeah.
And then can we just bleep out the name? Because I don't want to say who it is. I don't want to be that type of person. But I'll tell you off air. But it was just
Wait,
a
we
perfect person to kind of guess.
We could play that game. Why can't we bleep it? Is that just too rude to
I think
the
it'd
audience?
be fun.
Okay.
We can bleep
fine.
it because I think the
do it.
at-home audience will play too. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
Let's play.
Is it a guy?
No. You guys both
Is it an
won't be able to
athlete?
conjure this person's
There's
name. I don't
no
think.
way. I told Nikki it would have taken me
200 years.
200 years?
500 guesses
Yeah.
before I would have got to this
Yeah.
Her
person.
dad a famous director?
No.
Okay.
Wait. So we've
No,
established
okay,
that it's
for
a
real.
woman.
So wait, so it's a woman.
Is it a musician?
No.
Is it an actress?
Yes.
Okay, an actress. Movies?
Yes.
Is she older than 50?
No.
Um,
Great question.
Yeah, these are really good
An
questions.
actress in movies who's younger than 50.
Because this is what happened on Girls Chat. They just asked, "Are they an actress?" And then they just start, "Is it this person? Is it this person?" I'm like, "No, this isn't fun." Just then it's like you're
do
wasting
the questions.
There are 20 questions.
Yeah.
you're
I'm
asking.
counting. I know you don't realize I am, but you're
and no,
gonna lose.
Oprah isn't coming to my show
Yes,
tonight.
Why would Oprah come? Brittany Murphy's dead. How are we resurrecting her and bringing her in ash form?
That was
Is it a
when-
dramatic actress?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, she's younger than 50.
Has she been anything in the last year?
I'm sure, but I don't know.
So in a movie in the last year. Does that count as a question because you don't know?
I don't know is the answer to that question.
So that means
But
that
doesn't-
she's
Would she
not-
be in a movie that Andrew or I would have seen?
No.
Ugh.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
is she
forget
white?
it.
think so.
Is she white?
Yes.
She's a white. Is she between the ages of 20 and 30?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she popular on social media?
Oh yeah.
She's actually
Okay.
not between the age of 20
Oh,
and
she
30.
isn't. She isn't. You're right. No, she's not.
Okay, so she just turned 30.
Wait, how old is she?
She's like a 30-year-old movie star who has a big following on social media. She's a white woman,
She's 30
I mean,
Ish.
or 30ish?
Ish.
and she does dramatic roles.
just okay.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna give you hints, but you're going. I'm not gonna.
we're
say
just like
anything.
totally
She had blonde
off.
hair?
Yeah.
So she,
Kinda. No.
Oh, wait.
Usually.
Actually,
Sometimes.
No. I wouldn't say blonde.
wait a second. There's I have.
You don't have it.
No, I have something though. There's an app. Everyone, all the besties need to know about this app.
What is it?
It's a super fun app, but it only is fun for about a couple of weeks, and you're sick of it, and you're like, why is
Okay.
this still on my phone? It's called
Raya?
It's called Raya. Yeah.
Grinder.
You can meet people that are celebrities. It's called Akinator VIP. Actually, I think I paid for it. That's why it's VIP. So
Okay.
you can get the regular Akinator.
All right.
And basically, it's like 20 questions. And you can ask it 20 questions, and it will every single time. Well,
it will ask you 20 questions about a thing you're
yeah,
thinking
it
of?
will ask the 20.
And every single time it'll get it?
It'll get.
Do you want to play?
That's right. I think.
Yeah, let's do
Oh
that.
my God, let's use the Akinator.
We can use the Akinator. Okay.
How do you spell Akinator so people
is
have
the
it?
answer
Like
always
Baconator
Clay
with no
Aiken?
B. Huh?
It's well, that's the thing. It has to be Clay Aiken for it to work. No, it's Akinator. It's
Okay.
called
like Akin?
the Akinator.
Okay.
Looks like a genie.
Okay,
guy.
that's cool.
Yeah, I just love that you spent money on this.
Yeah, I spent $50 a month.
Who needs a gym membership when you got an Akinator?
Okay, so question number 1: is your character a girl?
Yes.
Okay. Has your character?
So it already knows it's a character?
Well,
Is that what it's guessing? It's only for characters?
No, it's for real people too. Unless I don't know what this is.
Okay, could it be for a thing? Like if it was like a headlamp? Like could it guess that?
No. I think it's got to be a person.
Okay, a person. Gotcha.
Has your character really existed? They're a real person.
Yes.
Yeah. Is your character from your family?
No.
Does your character create music?
No.
Is your character a famous YouTuber?
No.
You can also say probably, probably not, or don't know.
Okay.
Does your
No.
character personally know you? I think for the
No.
sake of the Akinator, we
No.
should say no. Is your character an actor?
Yes.
Is your character from a TV series?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Is your character blonde?
Depends
Probably
on
not.
Sometimes, but I don't think she.
I don't know.
Don't know. Does your character live in India?
No.
Okay, gotta eliminate that.
Well, there goes
That's a
half the
billion people.
population.
3 billion people.
Is your character Muslim?
No.
Is your character over 21 years old?
Yes.
Is your character more than 40 years old?
No.
Is your character American?
Yes. No.
Oh.
Shit.
I can go back.
You can? Okay. No.
Not American.
I thought they were.
Is your character British?
Yes. Right, Chris?
Does your character play in Harry Potter?
No.
Oh.
Has your character ever had their head shaved?
I mean, that's pretty close.
Interesting.
Wait, will you just type in that person's name plus head shaved?
Yeah.
She wasn't in Harry Potter.
Because
She's
I could
British.
see
I was
her
thinking
doing that.
Emma Watson, but
and pulling it off.
The answer is
Yes.
yes.
The answer is
my
very much
God.
yes.
They've had
She
their
had
head
a head
shaved?
shave?
Yes.
Oh my God, what's
what
happening?
the hell?
Is your character from Stranger Things?
No.
Oh. No.
No, it's
Are we
not.
sure not even at all?
Did they guess a movie already?
No.
Okay.
Is a character from Stranger Things? No.
Harry Potter, but that's a no.
All right, Harry Potter. Is your character married in a TV series?
I would say don't know. I don't know.
Don't know.
I don't think the one I saw.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is your character linked to a superhero?
No.
I don't think so.
Does your character have kids?
No. How many questions are we at here? Does it
Well,
count
we said don't know for a few of them, so we're
Oh,
at,
okay.
technically it's a 22, but we said I don't know for
Okay,
a
so
few.
we're approaching the end.
Does your character have a long name?
Yes.
Hold on.
Kind of, don't you think?
Ish.
Oh.
So
yeah, the superhero is
well,
yes.
well, okay.
Wait,
She was a
she's
villain.
linked to it.
Yeah.
Linked to
Yes,
it.
yes. Then the answer is yes. Fuck.
Okay, yes, linked to a superhero. Is your character from Black Widow?
No.
Is your character related to Marvel?
No.
Okay. Is your character in love with someone of the same gender?
Yes.
Oh.
Does your character have long hair?
No, I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know where it stands right now. I
think
mean,
she's all over the place.
Is your character linked with the color orange?
no, I don't think so.
Has your character been associated with the Batman franchise?
Yes.
Is your character from DC Comics?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Does your character appear in the first season of a show?
Just a show?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so. Yeah.
Oh, here he comes.
Okay. This is their guess. They have the guess.
Okay.
is the character Aaron Richards.
No. Yes. I beat the Akinator.
What's the name start with?
I won't say. We'll tell you off air.
Okay.
But
What a bad
I think we gave
advertisement.
Besties way enough clues.
Do they live
I'm
in
so glad I
Atlanta?
stumped. No. I don't know. But yeah, so anyway.
You paid for that.
Well, I wanted to do
Brian
something.
paid $50.
No, that would be fun otherwise.
Well, who is this person?
I'll tell you off air, and I bet you won't even recognize the name.
Yeah, that's why.
I
We
can't
don't know.
imagine.
Are they Irish?
But they
This
are
is-
an extremely famous person. They have more Instagram followers than I could ever dream of having. They have
Yeah.
like the amount of like a international soccer star.
She married a Jonas brother?
No. All right, so
Game over.
Loved it.
okay, so I wanted to do a thing. I sent Noah like a list yesterday I took notes over the weekend of just like moments that I wanted to maybe talk about on the podcast, but they're written down. Like I did not double check them before I sent them to her. They're just like, non sequitur thoughts that of moments that happened that I wanted to talk about on the pod. So I'm gonna let Noah just choose from that list,
Okay.
and I might not even want to talk about some of these things because they just kind of like occurred to me in the moment. But we'll see as we go. So these are. I just sent you a note. There literally could be anything in that note because
Okay.
my notes are not organized at all.
I would like to start with the moment when you hand the person the award.
Oh, okay. So no one talks about this, but when you're presenting, you think so much about like what I'm going to say, how's it going to be funny, how do I honor this category while also making fun of it, because like these people are about to win an award for like their life's work. You don't want to be like, this is the dumbest thing you could, like,
Yeah.
you don't want to. So I was giving out for animation. So it was like, I wanted to make fun of animation and make fun of like their nerds making it. But I also like, I'm about to hand this thing to a person I just roasted. It's like very delicate. So much thought goes into that. But I've never once prepared for the moment. And I've done this a couple times now. When the person comes up and gets the award, what you're supposed to do when it's someone like Maya Rudolph, who I handed it off to this past weekend, who I've never met, who I'm a fan of, who I'm just excited to meet. And I don't know if I'm supposed to hug them and be like, congratulations. And so it was a really awkward moment with me and Maya Rudolph because I like went for a hug and she kind of went for it. And I was like, nice to meet you. Congratulate. Like I wanted to say so much, but it was just so incredibly awkward. And I keep stumbling upon these moments in my career where like, I think I have everything planned for. Like this can't possibly go wrong. And then there's something that I'm like, oh, no one told me what to do for this. I don't have a playbook for this.
What did you say? Because I always think it's so weird. Like Lucy Liu is giving out an award, and then you just take an award from Lucy Liu and ignore her. Like then she like gets out of the spotlight, and it's Lucy Liu.
Yeah.
And you're just like, here, I'll take it. And then you're just like, you don't even acknowledge.
As if it wasn't Lucy Liu that just handed you the
Yes.
statue.
Yeah, that Lucy
Yeah.
Liu is like a part of your life now.
So Maya
Also,
was
do
so
you
nice.
hand the Emmy then hug, or do you hug while
don't
giving the
hug.
Emmy?
You don't hug. That is my
Give.
new rule. You do not hug. I could give Taylor Swift an award and I don't get to hug her.
So did you handshake?
Because they have so little time to like talk. I don't want to take anything from that.
Yeah,
I don't want to
precious
make this moment
seconds.
about me being like, I just wanted, when Maya Rudolph walks up, I wanted to just acknowledge what a star she is and how I am like, oh, I'm not
Yeah.
worthy. Like, thank you for all your work comedically. That's very inspiring, but also not take away from that moment. So it was just an awkward moment. And she was a little bit sure. I'm sure she was like, how do I handle this girl that's like kind of guffawing in this? It was just so, I felt so dumb. I was standing
did
there
you
to the
say
side.
something?
No, I was just like, I love you. Congratulations. So nice to meet you. And like, I went to hug and it was like, I was like, oh my God, everyone just witnessed me being so awkward. But also I was like, whatever. It was just who I am. Like, there was nothing, fake or performative
Yeah.
about it. It was like a
Is
real
there no
moment.
moment after backstage? that you
No,
get to-
because I presented 3 in a row. So she walks off after her speech and I walk back to the microphone to deliver the next one. And then that
You
person
feel like
comes
you
up.
learned from the first, like, did it get better the next
Well, the
two
next
people?
person was someone I didn't recognize because they were the team from Blue Samurai. So I didn't have any like,
Yeah.
oh my God, thank you for your work. The next, but I did
Jared
learn. I just
Polanski?
said congratulations.
But maybe
and I handed it
maybe
off.
you treat Maya like that person.
That's the next time
Yeah.
I'm just going to say congratulations,
Yeah,
and hand
congratulations.
it, and then let them have their moment because I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm just constantly surprised that there's still moments that I just are blind spots for me that I'm like, how did I not think of what I would do when this moment
Right.
happened? Or even when I was at the ESPYs and I knew that none of the people that were nominated were there and someone was going to pick it up for them on their behalf. And I had met Andy Reid backstage. He was not a part of the lineup at all on the show. So obviously he was there to pick it up for Patrick Mahomes, who was going to win, even though I didn't know Patrick Mahomes was going to win. How did I not prepare a moment? Which it ended up being a good moment because I saw Andy Reid and I'm like, oh my God. Like as he walks out. So I have this genuine moment, but it was still like, I'm like, why did I not like, I think we all have moments like this where you're like, how did I not think of this?
Oh my God.
And prepare myself for this at all.
Andy Reid was super present in that moment because when
my God,
he
he was
took the
amazing.
award, he was like, "Uh-oh." Do you remember what he said?
Yeah, well, I'm glad she didn't dismantle me.
Coolest,
Yeah.
we talked about it. It's the coolest word choice
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
He must have that app I talked about last week that teaches you new words.
You know,
Baconator?
Okay, Noah, next up.
I have been staring at them all show. Nails.
No one's complimented my nails since I've gotten them, Noah, except you, without me asking for it to be like, look at my nails. No one has on their own noticed my nails and said anything, which leads me to believe my hypothesis about nails is true. It's a waste of our time. It doesn't get us anything in this world.
I want to say
After
I
Chris.
did notice your nails, and I my initial thought was cool nails, and then I didn't say it because I don't think I've ever complimented anything visual about most women.
Okay,
But I
respect it.
did note the nails, and I was like, oh, those are cool nails.
Okay, well, I don't even think that compliment plus even 30 more would make nails worth it for me. Because I got medium gel X, which was recommended to me, medium length gel X, which was recommended to me by Danny, my stylist. And they do look amazing. They do make me feel so feminine. I look at my hands and I'm like, I'm a real woman. Or like, I just don't feel attached to them in that way. I'm like, who's this woman that's with me? But I will say, they disable you. And
Yeah.
I'm using that term obviously as a joke because I not ascribing myself that. Like, I know
It's pretty similar to like being in a wheelchair.
I can't type anymore on
Can
a
you play
computer
guitar
at all.
better?
Well, I'm not playing guitar. I don't have my guitar with me on this trip, and I'm gone for 3 weeks. So I was like, oh, this will be perfect. I can't play guitar anyway. But Noah, you've played guitar with nails like this. Like, this to me, and it burned when it put it on. It like I wrote
It's
to
bad
Danny
for your
and I
nails.
go, why does it feel like my nail beds are being literally burned? Like, it felt like it was a split second before you'd go, ah! Like, that's how much pain it was.
Yeah.
And then it goes away. It's just 2 seconds of it. 2 or 3 seconds.
Is it heat?
It's heat, baby.
Yeah.
To put them on.
You
It's heat
can't
and
you can't have
chemicals.
those types of nails too often, or else your regular nails become weak.
Oh,
and,
don't I know it.
Yeah.
Even gel nails, which is a lesser degree of this, but these are actually fake plastic ones that I've had put on. They don't snag on my hair, which was my biggest worry. They are super cute. They are strong. I cannot dig through clothes in my
I was just
bag.
about to say, how do you go through your bag? Because I had my nails done for my wedding, and I was like, I cannot do anything anymore.
You
Yeah.
can't lift any
Contacts,
fabrics. You can't
nothing.
dig through laundry looking for things because your nails are the ones that grip the stuff, and then the nails pull back on the bed and it hurts.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you feel
no.
sexier though at the Emmys? Like, do you
Yes,
feel?
I felt more
okay,
feminine.
so then that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
But they are honestly, I know girls learn how to type with them. I saw a girl yesterday and she had long nails, and I go, she was just checking me out at Starbucks and I was like, do you have any advice for typing with nails or like getting by? I was like, when does it go away? When does it become easier? And she was like, oh, it takes like about a week. And then all of your like typing adjusts. I'm probably 70% better than I was the day I got these on texting, but so many misspell things. Everything takes longer. Today I had to write like, I'm interviewing that celebrity that I talked about last week, and I had to
Yeah.
send in my pre-questions today, and that required me to like write
Aaron
on
Richards.
I'm interviewing Aaron Richards.
Got it again.
I had to type on a laptop, and that is nearly impossible. Noah,
Yeah.
do you find that is impossible to type on a laptop?
I thought typing on the phone was way harder because I had to like roll my finger and do it like on the sides.
Oh, see, phone for me has been a little bit easier, but still tough. It is not.
I did
don't
notice
think it's
them
worth it.
yesterday. I did
Okay.
notice them at lunch, and I go, "Oh, you're at the Emmys." I connected it with the Emmys,
Yes.
like you were dressed up.
But I just
So-
don't think it's buying me enough to make it worth it. That everything in my life is slower now. I have to ask
Oh,
for men
no.
to open cans for me, and like
Yeah.
And maybe you don't need
I
the
can't put on my
mediums.
earrings. I can't
Yes.
do my own necklace. Like I like to be. I can't strap my own bra. Like there's little things.
Every fashion choice that society has given women makes them incapacitated.
I mean, heels and nails.
Just walking around, you can't grab anything, you
Yeah.
can't walk.
It's such a
It's like
strange
make it easier
feeling.
to catch them.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
catch
a
them.
skirt. You got to watch your underwear. stuff like that. Oh no,
What do you mean?
like so
Oh,
your
yeah.
so your puss don't
Oh
come out.
yeah, wearing a skirt, you
Yeah.
constantly have to worry about crossing your legs or like
Yeah.
bending over,
Yeah.
what you could be exposing.
Your bra. Anytime a girl takes a bra off at the end of the day, it's like
Oh,
thank
that's another
God.
thing. Can I talk about nipples for a second? Because on
Let's do
Girls
it.
Chat, Carlisle was saying like, I want to get one of those Skims bras that has like the fake nipple like in it because I think that's like a really cool look. And I'm like, oh my God, I have been very mindful, very demure about not showing my nipples. Like I can't wear bras that aren't a little bit of padding because the nipple will show through. And it is so sexual to see a nipple, even if you're wearing
is.
like a tracksuit. To see nipple underneath is suggestive. And like one time when we were all hanging out with our families at my dad's show, I wore like a dress that had, and then a bra that was just like a bralette, you know, just one piece of fabric over your bra. And I was not wanting to be sexy at all. It was like a crew neck dress, like a cotton thick crew neck dress but my nipples were out and I felt suggestive. I felt like sexual. I felt like a harlot. I felt like shame. And then this past time I wanted to wear the same bra because it's more comfortable, but I was like, I can't because it's too sexual. And it just makes me sad that like you can't, like I can't even imagine buying a bra that would actually actively show nipples because I feel so indecent. And I wish I didn't feel that way, but how do you guys feel about when you see nipples through shirts?
When I see nipples, how do I feel?
I mean, like, isn't something you track as a man?
Yes,
with
you see nipples. You can't not look at nipples. You can
But
look at them.
men get nipples too. I mean, when I was growing up, if I was in middle school and you could see my nipples through my T-shirt, it would be the day's over for me. You're
Yeah.
done. It's a wrap for you. You're gonna get
Yeah.
bullied all day.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It depends how big the tits are, to be honest. I think if the tits are huge and you also see nipple, it can for a guy you get more. But there's plenty of women that go no bra that have little tits, and you see their nipples, and it doesn't because it's closer to guys' tits.
Yes. I would
think-
agree. I would agree.
I think that's true of
It feels
everybody.
like cleavage to me, and that's I'm
But
not.
you know what I
I
mean?
think that's a universal
I think
truth.
it probably goes back to when
The
you suck
bigger
on,
the tits, the
Yeah,
more the
bigger
nipples
the-
affect you.
Yeah.
I want to talk to a girl about
it's
cleavage.
it's logic, really.
I mean, Noah, do you feel comfortable when you have cleavage or when you have nipples showing? Like,
I
don't
don't
you
like
feel
when
like you're
the high
like putting
beams are
men in your
showing.
life in a weird position when you're like you have your guy friends and they're like seeing you in a sexual light? Like, I don't like to be sexual looking in front of my friends who
Yes.
I don't have that vibe with.
I agree. So
Would you want
I-
to see a? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No.
I have small boobs, so usually my guy friends will make
now.
eye contact with me. So now that like my boobs are bigger, I have a little bit of cleavage. I definitely notice when the eyes go down, and it's really uncomfortable.
Oh, it's so, I honestly, I know this is the most patriarchy, like, Nikki, you're part of the problem, like, don't feel this way, but I feel bad to distract men. I know, like, I literally
you're
feel
very aware of the way what you are putting out there.
I don't want anything because in middle school they
hard
didn't
being a
let us
man.
wear tank tops because we were distracting the boys, and that was.
But they would say that, right?
They literally said that it distracts the boys, and you're making it so the boys can't learn and achieve what they
my
need to
God.
achieve because of your body,
That's
and
right.
that really stuck with me. And I'm not trying to say anything controversial. It's kind of true, but it's
Yeah.
not my fault.
We're trying to raise these boys to be businessmen.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying to be business CEOs.
Yeah.
It is true.
But if I see a teacher with like a giant hog in their pants,
hog?
it's tough to pay
Yeah,
attention
that's
to. Like
true.
a big dick can fuck with
Yeah.
your brain
Yeah.
too.
And by the
can't do
way,
math when there's a
I
I
big
get
hog in the
distracted
room.
by women's tits. Like
Yeah.
it distracts women too.
Yeah, I
like,
got in
just
trouble
because I
one
get
time
envious.
Generally
for looking
distracting.
at a girl's nipples, and an ex-girlfriend got angry. But I was
wow.
you can't not look at nipple. It's not like sometimes it's not sexual though. You can look at a nipple and
It's
just
like
be
seeing a
there's
lion
nipple.
in the jungle.
Yeah, there's a
You're-
lion.
you're
Just
gonna
like
look
it
at
catches
it.
the eye.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it catches
Yeah.
the eye. I'm just staring at it because
Yes.
I want to fuck her.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
And I'm going to.
And I'm going to on top of you.
This is what it all
I
means.
already
Because
have.
she has
Yeah.
better tits.
Yeah.
That's what I told her, and she was like weird about it. I don't know what it is.
But okay, let's go to break and come back with more things from my list. And we're back. Wait, Chris, I saved a moment. You were talking about something before the podcast, and I wanted to get to it. I said save it for the pod. What was it? The party people I was meeting.
Party people meeting.
Meeting
I don't
people at the
remember.
Globes. Who I was most excited about.
Emmys,
At the Emmys?
Oh, that's what I meant.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Emmys.
well, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
already.
yeah.
Nikki's been to so many award shows lately that
Nikki-
you can't even keep them straight.
Nikki doesn't want to go to so we went to the Emmys last year, and like there's these events that Nikki either presents at or is up for whatever. and she never wants to go to the after parties. She doesn't want to do the things. And at the Emmys, like, you know, she wasn't really that excited to be there. She was there because, like, her dad was there and my mom was there, and we were, like, showing them a good time. But you knew there was a few things that Nikki was after. And
at the after party.
At the after party.
Oh, yeah, well.
Food.
Diet Coke.
Getting out of the shoes. And the kids from Love on the Spectrum.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't want to talk to, like, the producers of anything. She doesn't want to hobnob with directors who could put her in things. She doesn't want to. She only wants to talk to.
I'm happy to do that. Let me be honest. Like, if you come up to me and you want to talk, I'll talk to you, and you will.
Yes.
But I'm not seeking it. I know I should. I know I should be networking, and these are great opportunities for that. But it's a little exhausting, and I put so much effort into that day preparing for this. Like, I was tired by the time we got to that party.
Exhausted.
Like, I wrote all day, and I was in hair and makeup, and there was a dilemma with my dress, and that was really stressful. And then I had to go get my nails done, and they burnt my fingers, and I can't type anymore. And it was just like, it was a lot. And so by the time we got there, I was just kind of like, I just want to, like, kind of sit down. And I had a headache the whole fucking day, and I never have headaches.
Yeah.
I never get headaches.
It's been a while.
The people that you wanted to see.
10-year-old problem.
Oh, God.
Antique Roadshow guys.
Oh, yeah.
Love on the Spectrum.
Love on the
kids.
Spectrum.
You're less
and
interested in directors
the telemarketers.
Telemarketers.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because these are the
documentary
least
telemarketers.
fake
Oh, God,
people.
they were there?
You're in the fakest city at the fakest event, and these people can't be fake. They are themselves. They're as real as possible.
And I felt like I knew them because they were part of documentaries, which really showed this, like, human side to them. And and I knew that they wouldn't be. I was just excited because I'm just fans of them. So I got to meet Abby and oh my God, what's her boyfriend's name from Love on the Spectrum? David. Abby and David, who went on the African
and
Safari.
they're honest.
They're so honest.
Yeah.
And then Danny from Love on the Spectrum. This is all the American version, I believe. They presented and they were so cute. I was so excited to see them when they walked out on stage. I was front row and I was like, oh my God. And me and Romy Reiner, Rob Reiner's daughter, who I'm friends with,
You love
she was
everybody's
right behind
daughters.
me. And Romy was filming them, and I was looking back at her like,
Spielberg's
oh my God, they're right in front of us. Like, we were freaking out. We were like, they're so cute. We
Was
loved
she
them so much.
excited that you presented the animation awards?
I don't think she even thought about it, but I did talk to her afterwards. I talked to Danny, who talks like this. I love her voice. She sounds like an anime character. But I talked to her afterwards, and she was like, I would love to come see you do comedy. Do you do comedy in LA? Like, she was so cute. She might come see me do comedy, but I was just like,
wow.
I just didn't want to bother them. I'm just like, I love you. I don't want to, like, impact your evening in any way or, like, make you do anything you don't want to do. But what's her name's mom was there. Abby's mom was there, who was lovely in the documentary as well. And Danny's aunt was there too, who I loved. And they were insistent on being like, we got to get a picture. And so I got to get pictures with them. But I was so excited. And Danny DM'd me and said something nice. But I don't think I did think about that later of like, oh my God, maybe Danny's so excited I presented animation. Yeah. But then I don't know. I don't think she might have been backstage when I presented or something, because everyone was kind of like in and out of the place. But Rob Reiner was seated right behind me and my dad, and it was probably the best part of the entire show for us because he was commenting under his breath about everything.
Rob Reiner?
And being deliciously savage about
He was
just saying stuff that was like almost like could get you canceled if you like heard it, but this kind of juice and like hilarity that you just want. Like, it was so, and I could tell that he caught on that we were hearing it. Like, he was there with his wife and his daughter, and he was kind of saying it to them. But then my dad and I both talked later on about what it was like to sit in front of Rob Reiner, and we both said that we were shaking our shoulders just to give him something.
They were giving him shoulders.
We were giving him shoulders.
Does
so that he would,
shoulders
like,
mean no, or shoulders mean
shoulders mean like I'm laughing,
You're
like
laughing
church
shoulders.
giggles,
Gotcha.
as Kathy Griffin
I
calls
was
it.
seeing
Like,
what was going on. I thought your dad was developing some sort of a tick.
Oh, for your dad to hear Rob Reiner make jokes is like a dad's
it was
dream.
awesome.
Rob Reiner's dad, Carl Reiner, was very good friends with Dick Van Dyke.
Oh, what?
all right.
That's so
And-
cool.
And the whole full circle.
Yeah.
The circle of life.
But I was gonna say if Dick Van Dyke, if I won, I was gonna say, oh my God, Dick Van Dyke, what a legend! How did you not win? What's wrong with the Emmy voters? God, how could the voters have let this happen? This makes me really nervous about November. That's what I was going to say that. And that would have been something. But I was actually, everyone was like, it's kind of, it's almost worse when you lose than, it's almost like, the worst part about losing is not losing. It's that everyone feels like you sense that people feel sorry for you, or they're kind of looking at you like,
and they make that face.
And I did not care at all. I just want to let everyone know. I literally, the second his name was read, I was like, yes. There was not a single moment of like, and I don't think this is going to be like this for every moment in my career when I lose. I think if I would have lost to someone else, it would have been different. But losing to Dick Van Dyke.
If there is there's a big long list of people that if you had lost to would be upsetting.
But on that list, if you lose to any of those people on that list,
I wouldn't have been upset at Billy Joel either.
No.
Billy Joel, like that's fine.
I honestly would have felt this way with anyone, but especially Dick Van Dyke. Like it's just like there's just no.
Looking back on it, especially when you describe the way that these winners are selected via voting, it's kind of like we were kind of naive about, of course, Dick Van Dyke's going to win this. I think getting our hopes up at all was a little naive because when you explain it like everyone in the room is voting for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think there's any part of Dick
absolutely.
Van Dyke who's like, I don't fucking deserve this?
No.
Wouldn't that be awesome though if he's at home like, I shouldn't have been able to beat Nikki Glaser.
Yeah,
like I didn't even do a stand-up.
hilarious.
I just like him having the awareness, but he's probably like, no, I'm Dick Van Dyke. Just add it to the wall.
I just stood there while people danced around me for an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My dad was like, you didn't do anything for the special. You just sat there in a chair the whole time. And I'm like, well, that's not what this award is about. It's not about his performance in it. It's about the production itself,
and
Dad.
when you're 98 and you get nominated for an Emmy, you better win that one.
I bet if a 40-year-old woman who's like her first nomination beats me out, that will be a very sad day. I mean, the world's not going to exist when I'm 98, in the same way. We'll be like doing this all telepathically or something. But
Nikki Glaser, 98,
Gracie
still
Abrams'
joking.
son beats you.
What'd you say?
Gracie Abrams' son beats you.
No kidding.
Her dad was JJ.
Okay, final thought, because Andrew and I are taking a Pilates class after this. Are you ready?
I'm nervous.
Wow.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
You don't normally do Pilates?
No, I usually
you're in
bench press
trouble.
heavyweight.
Yeah.
Pilates is a totally different bird.
Yeah.
I've done it,
It's a
but I've
different
done the
bird.
Mega Reformer, which is compared to the.
These are micro performers.
Yeah, these are micro.
No, you've done spear Pilates before, right?
Yeah,
That's where we're going.
yeah.
How much
Shout
you
out to
bench, bro?
spear.
I could probably honestly,
Yeah.
probably 260.
Whoa!
I don't know what that means.
That's
Noah, are you
for
impressed by that
benching?
number?
You want to know
Oh my
something
God.
for real? I'm not even
Wow.
kidding. I benched 330 when I was
Oh my
24.
God. You
You're
did football,
kidding
right?
I swear.
You
Yeah.
played football? Yeah,
my
that's
God.
I
Yeah.
can't even deadlift that much. I can deadlift 310.
Because you're a little bitch.
Oh, no, he's not. He's
no,
cool.
I got his ass,
Take it
dude.
back.
All right, I take it back, dude. You're strong. You're
So
strong.
like, so
You're strong.
deadlifting
You're
is you
strong.
can do more with deadlifting because you're using like your whole body to do it.
Yeah,
and
deadlifting is like usually
benching
the
is just
heaviest
your
amount you could lift.
shoulders and chest.
The three big lifts is bench, squat, deadlift. And it
Okay.
usually goes deadlift, squat, bench.
Okay.
In
Yeah.
that order.
Now I did see a video recently of like a bunch of bodybuilders in a Pilates class, and they were all like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
And it was like all edited for them to be like, "This is like they're slipping off
He's
the
like
machines."
lifting a 2-pound weight and he can't do it.
Yeah.
No, it's the worst because it's like muscles you don't ever use. And,
Yeah, it's
and
not
while it's going
functional.
on,
You're-
like girls can be like so relaxed, and then you're sweating, shaking, like it's the worst pain you've ever felt in your life.
Interesting.
And you're just like literally doing the most easy move you've ever seen in your life.
Well, it'll be fun.
And
I'm
it's
so glad you're
demoralizing.
going because it's so much more fun with a friend. Like it makes me more accountable. Like I doubt we'll even look at each other and laugh about it because it's so hard. There's no.
Yeah.
I always go to classes with friends or my sister or whatever, and she's not my friend, and I'll go and and I think we're gonna like joke around the whole time, and even with you, like we don't have time to do that because we're just dying the whole time. So who knows what it'll be like, but that'll be fun, and I'm not looking forward to it. I wish it was already over so badly.
I'm worried about my nipples showing.
What do you mean, really?
Yeah, turning everyone on so they can.
They can't just pay attention.
Okay, Noah, one more thing from the list.
Okay, what's the one that says you are fit?
Oh,
You are fit.
that happened yesterday. I was walking to the gym in our hotel, and some random guy in the lobby just goes, "You're fit. You are fit." And it was
Damn.
not. I just go, "Thank you," like because I had to be pissed because it's like don't comment on a woman's
you had
body.
to be.
But I was also like, yeah. And that's never happened to me. No one's ever called me fit in my life. Like
Wow.
that's never even. And I was wearing like a onesie that was like that's the only thing you can only wear those if you think yourself is fit. So I was kind of wearing a fit outfit where I was like, call me fit. is like written on me, but it did feel really good. And it wasn't just like a homeless man on the street. It was someone who was like staying at the hotel.
Was he British?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Not as
Was
good.
he in indie
Bring
movies?
out Atkins.
All right, here it is.
Atkins.
But
No,
like,
I'm pissed.
he
I'm
definitely
pissed
was
that Nikki and Andrew
crazy.
didn't let me down like
There's
that.
no
was
way.
oh.
There's no way you can't be a little bit crazy to just verbally assault someone like that as they're walking through a lobby. So, but I
You're not
did appreciate
encouraging
But he
it.
was staying.
absolutely not
But he was
encouraging it.
staying
But
there.
I don't know. Maybe he was dining at the restaurant there or something. But there was something off about him. Clearly, you don't say that to a stranger.
Well, catcalling.
Yeah, I rarely get it, but I was.
It's a good cat
It was
call.
because it wasn't like fit doesn't mean I
Yeah.
want to fuck you and
Yeah.
I'm a threat to you right now. It just means like respect.
Yeah.
like it felt a
Right.
little
Yeah.
bit more like respect.
Maybe
as
it was like an
girl, you're
influencer.
fit. I don't know, but that felt good.
Is your character Irish?
No.
No, she was British.
No, are you still going?
I feel terrible.
This person's coming to my show tomorrow.
A technical
though.
problem occurred.
Oh my god.
You gotta be fucking kidding me,
broke
Nikki and
it.
Andrew. I just can't believe this shit. I put my life on the line for
You
this guy.
did.
This was a huge.
Yeah, what's the kickback you get? With this
I don't.
thing?
I mean,
every time it's Aaron
unbelievable.
Richards.
Have
Really
you
let
guys
me
seen
down.
Telemarketers, the documentary?
Yeah, it's the best.
It is so good. I really recommend it to besties. It's on Max. It's called Telemarketers,
Besties.
and it's about these telemarketers who like were hired by this really shady, like charity kind of.
No, it's not a charity. It's like a
fake charity.
Yeah, it's a fake charity. Yeah.
That was like for the NYP. They're hired to call random people. The early 2000s to mid aughts, I'm guessing. That was to call random people and go, "Hey, we're calling on behalf of the NYPD and the fire and firefighters in your area. And if you donate, this all goes to, or your money will go to their families of firefighters who have been lost." And
God.
it really appeals. And then they donate, and they don't disclose that only like 2 to 5% of their donation even goes to those families. So it's like these companies were
Unbelievable.
just making 95% of every donation, and the call centers are just, they don't do any background checks. So the call centers are literally all felons. It's the only job they can get, and they make money off of like commission. So they all are working just really hard, but it's chaos in these call centers. People were doing heroin like at their desks.
What?
And
Whoa.
and this documentary filmmaker like videotaped it back then. He was just like a kind of budding documentarian, and he was shooting it with his like little video camera back then. And then this one guy kind of emerges as a guy that like wants to take him down, and his name was Pat Pespis.
Oh, he's
and
the
he's amazing. And he like in the documentary he goes missing. He's like maybe homeless at one point. He is scared to get on flights. Like, but he's such a crazy enigma of a character. And you would never think this person, after seeing this documentary, would ever be at the Creative Arts Emmys. And so the other night, these guys come up to me and were like, "Oh, we're fans." And I was like, "Great, what are you guys here for? What are you nominated for?" And they're like, "Telemarketers." And I go, "Oh, I loved it so much. In fact, me and Rob Reiner both went, I loved that." At the same time, when it came up and was nominated, Rob Reiner's a fan. They were like, "We love Rob Reiner." I'm like, "Well, he loves you." And then and they go, "Do you want to meet Pat?" And I go, "What?" They're like, "Pat's here." And so is his wife, Sue, who is like wheelchair bound, and they've never been on a flight before. In the movie, he's supposed to get on a flight for this really important meeting, and he gets to the airport and is like gets too scared and gets too much anxiety and like leaves the airport and then like goes missing. So it was a huge deal that he took his first flight. And I told him my advice about how if you're scared of turbulence, I heard a pilot say that turbulence in the air is like as detrimental to a plane as driving on the highway and running over a styrofoam cup. Like, it does not matter. It doesn't affect. It's not going to make you crash. And he seemed to be a little bit soothed by that. But it was so cool meeting him. And if you know, you know. But if you don't know, go watch Telemarketers. It is A+ documentary.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
And Love on the Spectrum.
And Love on the Spectrum.
else did we see?
Oh my God. Wait, how much time do we have? We really have to go really quick. Okay, shout out to a Bestie listener who came up to me at the Creative Arts Emmys.
What?
I was like talking to someone and I saw this guy kind of like waiting behind these people to like, I want to say hi to you next. And I'm like kind of clocked him, and then he comes up and I'm like, hi, and he's like, hey, I'm sorry, I just want to say like I'm a big fan and you're my Taylor Swift. And I was like, oh my God, you listen to the show? And we hugged, and he was like, I go, what are you here for? And he was like, for Love on the Spectrum. And this is before I met Abby. This is how I get to meet Abby and all those people at the party, because I didn't even know where they were seated. It was a huge convention center of people. And so I go, oh my God. And he's like, honestly, I listened to your podcast for years and you talked about love on the spectrum so much, and you had so much you said you loved it so much that I checked it out and I fell in love with it, and then I sought out a job working for them, and I just won an Emmy for the job that I got because you were the one that got me into it. And then he's next to him is Cian, the guy who created the show, and he was kind of like waiting in the wings to be like, in his interview with me, he cited you talking about our show. Thank you so much for talking about our show and promoting it. And I'm like, you're the greatest. You brought me the greatest enjoyment of my life. Like, I literally have watch parties. I like anticipate the next season. Like, I can't even believe what you brought to the world. Like, you put in so much good. And so then he's like, do you want to meet Abby and David? And I actually think David's gone, but do you want to meet Abby? I was like, yes. And then I go over and I got to, but it was so cool that I believe his name was Sean. Was the bestie who won an Emmy this weekend because of our show. So you're welcome.
I know.
There should be like a Bestie Hall of Fame. Sean should be on it.
Oh, he definitely is. He was so cute and was so excited to meet me. And I was so excited to meet him. It was such a beautiful moment.
Sean
and then also
beat out Dick Van Dyke for that award too. Editing. He's not good at it.
Okay, so we will get to more. We have to go to this class, but we will get to more highlights from this weekend and everything else later this week. We have more podcasts coming for you. We will see you then. Don't be cut and bye.
Bye.